Good evening, everybody. What's going on? What's up, PM Collector Boy, Satellite Sun, Justin Brett? Hi, everyone. Happy Monday. I hope you're doing well. Happy Labor Day, I guess. If you labor, or if you don't, or if you've thought about laboring, or I don't know. Happy Monday holiday, I guess. I'm really bad about these. I can never remember which one is which. I know there's like Labor Day and Memorial Day and Veterans Day. And I just always get them confused. I bet Mizroy doesn't. With his wonderful Mizraid. Good evening, Mizroy. Good evening, Princess Balance. Good to see y'all. And Manic, thank you for the 50 stream streak, which we know is a lot longer than that, but Twitch Twitch is what it is. And good evening, Lodra High. Even as the point is virtual signaling holiday, nothing ever changes. It's to imply that someone somewhere in the halls of power actually gives a shit about the average working person. Obviously, it's an artifact of pre-Trump American civilization, because their disdain for the average American is just out in the open. Memorial is May, Oh, that's helpful. I definitely won't remember that. Read the Summers postcard if you could. Summers. Okay, so there's nothing wrong with it. It's the scan, because it's across the spine of the magazine. It's all mushed together. It's supposed to be Dear Mom and Dad. Sun something shark attacks, joined exclusive club. Actually, let me get the actual magazine. I can tell you what it says. This is 73. Earthbound feature was in the Weapon Lord issue, such as it is. Let's see here. Not that. Not that. Oh, right. It wasn't Epic Center. They just popped it out and put it in its own place. All right. You know, maybe it was just the way they printed these. I don't know why I'm holding up to you. You can't see it. Mine is actually, like, the spine of mine is actually bound the exact same way. Sun, Sea, Sand, Shark Attacks. Joined exclusive club, great garbage cans, wish you could see me now, love Ness. That's what it's supposed to say. But I think they got a little ambitious with that. They weren't really considering the layout and how the spine was going to mutate this, which sounds really weird out of context. Labor is in September. Yeah, happy September, everybody. We made it, I guess. We're officially in the back quarter of the year now. Yay. Or back third. Yeah, back quarter is next month. Right. How did the magazine put a photo straight over the fold? They were usually pretty good about not doing that. The previous page was really good about keeping it separate. And the page before that, they mangled Paula's arm here, but other than that, it wasn't really until this page where they had two postcards over the spine of it. They had the good sense to keep them separate on that page too, so you can all just enjoy this bit of graphical design fuckery. I decided to clear out some credits, gathering dust, some Audible audiobooks. Oh, nice. You grab anything interesting? Anything you've listened to yet? Okay. So I think I mentioned on Saturday that I took it upon myself to make use of this free weekend on Steam and try out Path of Exile 2 and Space Engineers. I told you all about Path of Exile 2. It's not for me. It's not what I'm looking for. So I ditched that. Space Engineers was kind of too crunchy for me. It was a bit more involved than what I'm looking for right now, so I ditched that as well. I ended up going back to Titan Quest 2. Even though there's only one chapter worth of content in it, I made a new character. I made a Stormcaster, and they are really good. They are really, really good. I think I told you, Titan Quest 2 just had an update, like their first big post-release update, and the first thing they did was nerf some overpowered skills, and one of them was like the basic Ice Shard attack that the Storm Mastery gets. And people were wailing and gnashing their teeth in the comments there. It's still pretty busted. It's still really good. So I don't know what the hell they're on about. Well, I know what they're on about. They're toxic Steam denizens, so. Hang on one sec. My wife is currently making her way back to the United States, so. Oh, that looks good. She sent me a picture of her sushi lunch. Some book series called Legends of the First Empire. I hope it's good. I hope it is good. I've definitely had hits and misses in with genre literature. Skipped that bit early on Saturday. I tell you, we did not make it the Virtual Boy. No. Folks decided to consume the evening with picks off of the top 20, which I was totally fine with. I kind of foresaw that happening. Ended with some Donkey Kong Country 2. Just fine. It was fine. No, kill rate drop from 15 seconds, 25 seconds. Game is bad for. I don't know what it was before. Like, it was probably just. It might have been as little as like a second or something, because you really just like chew through stuff with ice shards. It's kind of ridiculous. I took 2 masteries. I really didn't need to. I don't really need anything else other than ice shards and stuff. Rare Essence of Mercy from chat. I'm not really sure chat's so looking forward to the Virtual Boy either, but I mean, it's coming on Thursday. I'm not futzing around with the schedule anymore. Down that road lies madness, clearly. We've talked about it, chat. This Earthbound playthrough is cursed. We've been at this for 3 weeks now. This is starting week 4 of Earthbound. Every single week I've tried to stream this, I have missed one night that I planned to do. We did 2 nights the first week, we did 2 nights the second week. I planned to do 4 nights the third week and only got 3 out of it due to that power outage. So we're gonna soldier on as best we can. In the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really matter. Y'all know what's coming afterwards. We're gonna be doing Wonder Project J, and actually that reminds me, I was curious of something. I wanted to know if How Long to Beat had any data on it. It does. Okay, yeah, Wonder Project J is not a crazy long game. Looks like we get through in like 2 weeks or less. So yeah, and then of course the Analog 3D is delayed to sometime in Q4, which I guess just means not this month necessarily. So, and as y'all know, we're coming up fast on Spooktober, but I'm no longer doing like the full Spooktober spread. It's not going to be the big to-do that it's been in past years. I'll do some spooky games. I have a short list of things that I've set aside for Spooktober. We'll get to, 2 or 3 of them maybe. So yeah, we're just here. We're here to enjoy, chat. I'm gonna try to channel the enlightenment that I had last Thursday looking back on these classic RPGs and taking them at face value. I have a plan, the same plan I had last Thursday. I think tonight will be perfectly satisfying and enjoyable. So, fear not. While they try to do this edgy bad boy ad campaign for Earthbound, and the game itself is so earnest. Well, first of all, good evening, Nemrin. It is good to see you. Second of all, yeah. Yeah. I think 90s extreme marketing really might have been the nadir for that kind of thing. It might have been the real low point in the games industry of trying to capture the original appeal of foreign games for the domestic audience. And I mean, it's something that kind of never really went away. I'm going to speak about this in very vague terms because, of course, you know, I don't wish anybody ill or anything. At Nexon, years ago, we had a game that kind of fell into this realm. It was a shooter, but it was very cute. Its whole thing was being very cute and very charming in like a quintessentially Korean way. And there was a lot of struggle trying to figure out how to market this, because shooters in the West are pretty much never sold on being cute and cuddly, you know? And there was a lot of confusion over this, like what do we even do about this? So again, I'm not going to go into detail about where that went or what happened with it, but yeah, even now, like decades on, it can still happen. Companies can make high-level decisions to bring something over from another culture that just was not designed for here. Splatoon says hi. Isn't that funny? The difference here is, like, I think Splatoon came from a place of, like, forging a new vision of a shooter. Like, it is not really comparable to anything else. Like, yeah, you can draw comparisons to team-based shooters and other stuff. But everything about that game is deeply unique to it. Like, there wasn't really anything like it before, and there hasn't really been anything like it since. That's not what we were dealing with. We couldn't... There were discussions about that. We couldn't use Splatoon as a template because Splatoon didn't need any massaging for its marketing campaign. It was already in its DNA. It was part of what it was. No, there was no rebranding needed. There was no rebranding possible there. Splatoon is Splatoon. Also giving shadows, it's good to see you. Buying a Nintendo console, you aren't buying for hyper broy games, you're probably buying it for the opposite, yeah. Marketing for Splatoon, wanna be a kid? How about Squid? What if you could be both? For broy games like Broforce. Yeah, I think there's a big difference between games that have a very clearly defined direction for themselves, so much so that they don't need rebranding, they don't need to change direction when they're taken overseas, But you also need to understand that is kind of rare. A lot of games don't have the depth of vision that something like a Splatoon or, in a broader sense, a Nintendo property does. And of course, that wasn't always the case. They certainly earned that over the many decades they've been in business. And we have a perfect example of where that didn't go so hot right here. Where, for whatever reason, they did not have faith that Earthbound could stand on its own merits. They were not convinced that Earthbound's quirky house style would find its success in and of itself, which is how you got this absolutely dog shit marketing campaign. Splatoon also has the music angle that's a huge part of its identity. Yep. Team Fortress 2 also has that kind of cartoony vibe. It's also going from absurd over the top jibs. And Team Fortress 2 is like a huge case study in and of itself. Like, you could write a book on the evolution from Team Fortress 1 to 2, because they do not resemble each other even slightly. You know? Team Fortress 2 is exactly what I'm talking about. It was, like, it is a complete vision. Everything about that game was designed to feed back into the look and feel and style that they had for that game. No compromises had to be made. Again, Team Fortress 2 is Team Fortress 2. Splatoon leads into its own sense of cool. Yeah, they were originally considering Team Fortress 1 style again. And they just, I don't remember, because it was, I think it was a piece I read in PC Gamer way back when, while it was still in development, before it was actually released. Because it was also in development for ages. Okay? Ages. They started working on that thing like a couple years before Half-Life 2 and ended up releasing it like significantly after Half-Life 2, such they could box it together in that whole orange box concept. I do think a large part of it is this is just what you did in the 90s. Well, that does seem like an oversimplification, because they did this in the 90s because they didn't really have a clear direction on top of that. You know? They were coming off of the 80s, where everything coming from overseas had to be repackaged so as not to upset your gentle, excitable American audience. You know, look at Dragon Warrior, right? That's what they did. That's just what they did. That's what they had been doing. So imagine these same people faced with the prospect of Earthbound, and an RPG unlike anything else, releasing into a culture where nothing foreign was really allowed to just stand on its own. It all had to be repackaged in some way. Remember 90s Nintendo tries to sort of extreme vibe, it feels weirdly labored and contrasts hard with the actual games. The risk of sounding oh, you're way past that. You are way past that. I think Sega's always buried this vibe because the games actually tried to mix that with cute. I think that is some significant bias on your part. Sega was just as bad, if not worse, about this in their marketing. Their commercials on TV were fucking migraine-inducing with how hard they hit. So yeah, Sega was as guilty as this Sega was as guilty of this as anybody. I think they had the advantage of properties like Sonic fitting the concept a little bit better. Like, it should be obvious that a mascot with attitude is going to adapt to the House 90s extreme marketing a little bit better than fucking Earthbound or Dragon Quest or something. Nobody was repackaging Bubsy, even if they should have. American Kirby is hardcore. It's the funniest thing in the world to me. Kirby is my favorite example of this. Just, like, I think on some level they just knew they couldn't do anything with Kirby, so they're like, put angry eyes on him and call it a day. Could Conker have ever had a bad fur day on a Sega system? Was any like 90s gaming mascot as designed specifically for the 90s as Conker? What's up, Tradon? Also, good evening, everybody. Good evening, Dave and Spice and Grunt Fodder and Tradon. Where Sega's commercials migraine-inducing because their market testing showed that kids were able to recognize games with split-second screenshots as that minuscule first impression that mattered most to them? Probably. Probably. I mean, they also immersed it in all kinds of, like, butt rock music and flashing lights and shit. I would not suggest going back and revisiting any of this. I wouldn't necessarily recommend revisiting any of the gaming commercials from the 90s era. Unless you have sufficiently buttressed your feelings. Maybe give him a gun. Rayman. C-Man. Explain Toe Jam and Earl, not so much edgy and cool, but more like slacker culture. I mean, I don't know why I need to explain Toe Jam and Earl. Like, they're like Earthbound. They are their own very specific concept. They were meant to capture, like, I guess somewhere between like grunge and surfer corner of the 90s aesthetic. This stuff like buying up billboards for fake baby food and then vandalizing with Sega brand. Revisiting the David Lynch PS commercial is always worth it. I was at Bill and Ted Energy from Toe Jam and all. That makes sense, yeah. That makes sense. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody came around and said that was a direct inspiration. I could definitely believe that. But yeah. 90s were a hell of a drug. That's all. Always felt more stoner energy to you, yeah. I mean, it's just kind of more laid back in general. So. But yeah. Is there anything else to share? I think so. I told you I'm back on Titan Quest 2. For the time being, at least. Oh, I picked up... I don't think this is going to be relevant anytime soon, but I did actually bother to pick up Axiom Verge 2 today. I know that I've been bandied about in the past, mostly around when I finished Axiom Verge 1, that it was something I should take a look at, and I imagine we'll take a look at it at some point, but as far as Metroidvanias go, all of the oxygen in the room is about to be violently depressurized in about 2 days, so we'll let that one rest for now. Jam and Earl would not be as fondly remembered. That first world theme was an absolute pop. Yeah, it's a weird game. It is a very weird game. I've actually tried it before, and it did not click with me. I know it has its adherents, but yeah, it's more of a hidden gem than a stone cold classic, if you ask me. Good evening, Dama. Good to see you, La Mulana. It's on the list, the great arbitrary list of games that I've been talking about for so long. Silksong though, Silksong had its chance. Silksong had its chance. I understand. I understand, chat. I understand why y'all come out. I understand what you like to see, what you want to see. Everybody has their own predilections. Everyone has their pet games that they really want to get up here on the big screen, see what Oddish thinks of it. But we've got to let the group as a whole decide. So looking forward to watching a billion playthroughs of Silksong. Yeah. I'm really curious. I'm really curious. Like, just how much of Twitch Silksong is going to consume when it shows up. Yep, Siberia. Everybody, chat, now's your chance. Everybody sound off with that one game that you and probably only you want me to stream, so you can squee about it in chat while I'm like, why am I even playing this? Even around the board, can't wait. Play the first couple hours of Silksong until I can't progress it. Oh, that was tomorrow. I'll be playing Silksong in 3 days, so I have no time for accident. Yes, the violent depressurization of all the air in the Metroidvania room. Mad Rat Dead. Only 45 minutes of my life watching a full playthrough video. Super sharp. Factorio. Wow, that'd be imposing. Starship Titanic. Dungeons of Dreadmore. You got your wish that one night. I did do a bit of it. Shadows, we know. Ocarina of Time. You, Lodra High, are one of the lucky ones. You're actually getting your wish. It's literally on the schedule. Xanadu next. Dwarf Fortress. Jesus. Toss up between 2064 and Julie Among the Stars. Majora's Mask, Maze, Lily Princess. Yep. And yep. So, well, I hope those of you that were pulling for Earthbound are continuing to rejoice now that we're in week 4 of this particular Odyssey. Ezo than Felgana. Metroid Prime. Love the Prime. Prime was pretty neat when we played it for the technically impressive community night. And I mean, we'll get there eventually. Anything that's on a Nintendo console is going to come around eventually. What's up, Del Polo? Good to see you. You would think 200 plus hours in Disgaea game grinding would make for decent stream background while yapping, but I never see any. I think people might have gotten that out of their system a long time ago. Also, I'm sorry, but like, NIS games are just as niche gets. I can't even think of what the last big NIS game to make a splash would have been. You know, no shade to NIS. I love the Yomawari series. Y'all know that, but no. Deltarune, Ease our big blind spot. Even Master System Odyssey's dodging it. Honestly disappointed Death Marks aren't a thing anymore. Good enough to make you stream. Yeah. I mean, there's a reason. There is a reason. I've had a Dragon Coin option sitting dormant for months, I guess. A high ticket item for viewers to initiate their own democratic playthroughs, to just straight up demand one. And I would fit it into the schedule, and we would, as with all Democratic playthroughs, we would play it as long as people were voting for it. So, but you'd at least get one guaranteed night out of it because of the nature of them. I haven't put it into motion. I haven't activated it because there has been no point in the past ever where I haven't had like a stack of things to do in the schedule. I need to finish Earthbound. I need to go straight into Wonder Project J after that. There's a pretty good chance that we'll be doing Ocarina of Time immediately after that. I have things that I need to do during Spooktober. I still want to do Chrono Trigger this year. So, if I opened that particular floodgate, it would literally be a floodgate. I would never play anything of my own volition ever again. And I spent a couple years there as I was building my audience, clawing back control of my schedule, because it used to be a lot more viewer driven. But then a whole lot of you got in here with your ideas and shit, and I had to defend myself. 200 hours and then 500 more in the item world. Yeah, Disgaea would be scary because it would have to be a democratic playthrough with no cutoff. It would have to be a strict democratic playthrough. Because what would happen with Disgaea is I would get item world unlocked and then I would never do anything else ever again. I'm not joking either. This is literally what happened to me when I played Disgaea back in college. I borrowed it from a friend. I started going through the story. I got item world unlocked. I seriously spent something like 50 hours in item world. And then I was just like, I have to stop this. I'm never going to play anything else ever again if I don't stop this right here. Too many people, too many coins. It is a danger. It is a danger. And I mean, part of it was I wanted to give people with like just a shitload of coins something to do with them. But again, it's dangerous. And I just don't have enough stream time for it to not be a huge risk. I would do all that at first. I need to make sure you can even run Siberia. I can. You were here when I streamed a little bit of it, right? Like I've streamed the first. It's okay. It's okay. I've been streaming for like 7 years now. It's fine if you remember if you don't remember one specific night. Yeah. It was over a year ago. That was it. That was the night we did Siberia. I'm pretty sure at your behest, even. Free will is overrated. Answer is obvious. Sunday stream. Like a Sunday stream, it will never happen. Chad gaslighting. It's never intentional. There's that at least. Chat does in fact gaslight me, but never intentionally. Maybe make the item dungeons individually. Actually, that's not a bad idea, Grunt Fodder. I could add a special vote for stop fucking doing item dungeons. We aren't not gaslighting. It legitimately didn't work? No, I'm pretty sure it did. Siberia... Is Siberia the one where you go to that, like, vague-ass, like, Eastern European country where there's, like, a big toy factory and you're, like, a reporter reporting on it, like, opening back up or being sold or something to somebody, and there's a bunch of, like... Okay, yeah, then we played it. We played it. I think you might actually be channeling a much older memory because for a while I couldn't do Siberia. I think on my old computer, this one is fine. I think on my old computer, Siberia just did not want to run at all, or it didn't like OBS or whatever. But on this rig, it's fine. Everything's fine. Yeah, there were a couple games. There were a small handful of games in the before times, in the olden days, that I couldn't do because my old computer didn't like it. But then I switched up computers. And this computer seems to like everything, frankly. Playing getting a copy of Siberia for the OG Xbox. Wow. It did have a wild selection of ports, didn't it? 100,000 coins to do a single story stage. Doubles in cost for each successive story stage without item world inventory. No, you don't need to emotionally move on. If you go back to that stream, I talk about being interested in it. I would actually like to do it. Siberia's getting a modern remaster on the 6th? November 6th? Oh, well. That would be a good excuse. Also, good evening, Bassy. It's good to see you. Also, goddamn, we need to actually get to Earthbound. Because I'm supposed to be playing Earthbound. And this playthrough is already cursed. We're already, like, practically an entire week behind where we should be right now. So. And my plan for tonight is to actually grind. So that's not really going to curtail any of this talking, because it's not like I need to narrate fighting a bunch of battles. I'll do it if I have to. But, yeah, we can just keep on chatting about the games you really want me to play that I'm never actually gonna play. I'm kidding, chat. I'm kidding. I wouldn't do that to you on purpose. But yeah, anyway, to kind of get around or handle the troubles I was running into last Wednesday, I've identified my problem as poo. The problem we are running into, and he's not even that far behind at this point, but like, Mess is level 48, Mancy is 42, Gizmo's 42, Pooh is 33. I think the problem I'm running into presently, that was a big ass toad. Hi, Dave. Is that Pooh is still far enough behind that when I try to forge into newer areas like the pyramid, I have to worry about his ass dying. So, my plan is to run around to the desert and possibly the pyramid until Pooh is more at parity. Here's hoping you can play Metaphor Refantasia on stream. I don't know anything about that game other than it seemed to be really well received. I wouldn't necessarily be against it, unlike Persona, which I am absolutely against. Nobody's out here, as it turns out. Well, I mean, it's fine. We can go into the pyramid and fight some stuff. I'm not dead set on making, hello! I'm not dead set on making progress with the pyramid. I do need to sing Pooh's name, don't I? Fierce Shattered Man. Can we bash him to death? Pooh is weak and dizzy. Yeah, Pooh is only doing like... Yeah, Pooh's only doing 17 damage to these people. Gizmo's doing more than that. And then Mess just fucking obliterates him. Have things I'd really like you to play are also things you'd really like to play. It really is just a time issue. It is. It is. And I might be getting a little ahead of myself here, but I do want to warn you all that while I am presently unemployed, I will not be unemployed forever. And depending on how time-consuming my future employment is, I may have to pull back on streaming in some way. I just want to go ahead and get that out there. Also, good evening, Naren. Good to see you. Yeah, y'all... I almost hate to say it, but I don't really. Y'all have really sabotaged yourselves on Persona over the years, and not in a bad way. But the extensive discussions you've had, both in chat and on Discord, regarding the Persona series, has absolutely convinced me to stay away from it. Why didn't you name him Pooh? That would have been good too, Trade-off. That would have been pretty solid too. It's just we got a wild hair about doing Pooh with a we wanted somebody with like a note, somebody with like a goofy symbol on it. But yeah, metaphor is the Hulkenberg brother. LinkedIn has Link from Legend of Zelda games. Move streaming to Sundays. I mean, I unironically might if it comes to the point where I have to like largely pull back on streaming during the week, then yeah, I one of my options is certainly to add another day on the weekend. I don't think anyone really wanted you to play it. I certainly don't. No, there are people who definitely wanted me to play. Or rather, definitely want me to play. I know there is a contingent of viewers that unironically want me to play a Persona game or a specific Persona game, and I'm not going to. I love those Persona games. I think they're terrible stream games for the Switch. That's a big part of it. That is a big part of it. The way y'all talk about most Persona games gives me pause in how they will be received by some folks. I think Josh will ever play Persona. I don't mind that. B3 may be one of my favorite RPGs. I don't know if it click with you. Wouldn't be that good for streaming. Glad you won't stream. I know 9% of your streams won't be filled with Persona. Yeah, I know they're long games too, and that is something that I really have to consider now. Like, on a personal level, like, there are some really, really long games that I want to stream that I probably won't get to. I think the biggest one is probably Rogue Trader. Ever since I played Rogue Trader back in the winter, I really, really wanted to stream a playthrough of it. I don't think it'll ever happen, though. That game is just too big. It's too big, and I think there's a fair number of folks in chat who wouldn't get along real well with how, accurate it is to the 40K setting. Like, there are definitely 40K games I can play. Like, Bolt Gun was a ton of fun. I really don't think Rogue Trader is there with him. Persona 3 took you around 90 hours, Persona 4 took 70, and Persona 5 took you under 120, wow. I mean, there are long games I want to stream, and long games that I will stream. I mean, someday I'm gonna do the Bethesda Fallout. I did Fallout 1 and 2. There's no reason for me not to do 3. Because I love 3. And if I'm gonna do 3, shouldn't I do New Vegas? But I mean, those are, like, just to give you an idea of how I'm thinking about this. You know, handle an auto fight of this, I wonder? Like, Fallout 3 might happen next year. Maybe. But I mean, I am well aware that it would be a significant chunk of next year. And that gives me pause. Certainly. God damn, this guy does a lot of damage. There's gotta be an especially long hog out there we can trick audition to. Infinity Chris can do it, so you do. Yeah, Findy Chris has the advantage of streaming, like, doing, like full-time, like, 8-hour streams. I'm faced with the possibility that I may have less stream time in the future, not more. Okay, auto fighting this guy is not a good idea. Yes! Okay, but that's not what I wanted. Oh shit, okay. I love the ticker HP. The more I play this game, the more pissed I am that this wasn't ported over to other games. It's really fun to mess around with. God, I just never died in a game before. Does I just drop streaming for the most part? It doesn't fit with how you like to play games. Find a lot of the planning and time blocking you're doing. I totally get that. I totally get that. I totally respect that decision. Yeah. It is a very, very different way to handle your games. I like it. I think I will always like it. My hope, chat, is that streaming is something that I'm just always going to do. I mean, I've been doing it for 7 years now, and I'm still nowhere close to burnout on it. So I think that's I can't even see that other guy. I think that's a pretty good sign that I'm in it for the long run. I look forward to streaming, having more time to stream during my retirement from the retirement home someday. Then maybe we can get to these really long games, chat. But yeah. I've actually found, like, streaming certain games, like, improves the experience for me. I know that's not the case for everybody. Streaming hits different for everyone. But this is actually a pretty good example. There are games where, you know, I've certainly known about them for a very long time. I've certainly been aware of them and been interested in them, but I never brought myself to the point of playing them. And I think streaming them is okay, this is not helpful. Like, streaming them is kind of the inspiration that I need to get through them. Can we just side chat these assholes? There's a lot of sound effects flying around. I'd only consider seriously suggesting a Persona game if they had a Tales of game style and New Game Plus where you can load up on all kinds of bonuses, speed the game massively. They don't. Yeah, auto fight I think is kind of geared more towards like single enemies that you can chip away at. Side chat Gamma, damn. Did play through some good games on stream. I'm happy with how it all went. Just don't want to go back to it. Played through Snatch Run stream in one shot. Oh, one shot. I might do one shot sometime. I have talked about it. I forget which one heals colds. Whatever. I think Earthbound is exactly the kind of game where you hit auto battle and some dude named Otto would show up and fight us. This is each character each turn. Total missed opportunity there. That would have been really funny. Sidechat Gamma is when a roguelike definition argument breaks out. Oh god. Definitely emergency situation there. Yeah, smash him! Can we have a roguelike definition argument? I mean, sure. I'm not gonna stop you. Tonight is just one step up from a just chatting stream. I don't have a whole lot to say about what's going on screen at the moment. I'm just leveling people. Can we have a roguelike definition argument? I know you spelled it rouge, but so many people in the roguelike community make that typo. I just autocorrect it for you. Sorry to ruin your fun. Yep, can't even argue about color here. That's how much of a peacemaker I am online. Here comes Otto again. Oh, perfect. Okay, surely we can auto fight this guy. Surely. Yeah, chat, there is a... God, there's so many games. I don't have like a full list anymore. It was kind of depressing, kind of demoralizing to have a full list of games that I really wanted to get to. Because the reality of it was I would get to maybe like 3 or 4 of them a year. And some of them were just destined to be pushed off indefinitely. Like, chat, at this rate, we're never actually going to complete the Thief series. We're never actually going to get to the 4th. And I know that's as heartbreaking for you as it is for me. But that's just the size of it. All right, I am not fucking around with this group. We're gonna, holy Jesus, I chat Gamma 140 PP? You ain't getting my PP. Not like that. I'll freeze the shit out of this guy, though. I like Earthbound and also not getting to the 4th. See, I was still on a Rift Wizard 2 kick. There's nothing else that quite hits like going for an upgrade and having potentially literally 100 different options. I still think about how I need to start another RimWorld colony. I still think about how I need to get on that whole bucket list thing that I wanted to do with like colony sims and start moving on to other ones. Like Oxygen Not Included, and yes, Dwarf Fortress at some point, in the pursuit of eventually circling back around to Amazing Cultivation Simulator. Chat, I think about how I want to play Stellaris again, and how it would actually be a pretty good time to play Stellaris right now, except I can't. I'm starting to think I need to get rid of these mummy wraps. 40 PP in this economy, it costs a ton of PP because you need to be pissed to break it out. I have a hard time focusing on single games at the moment, keep jumping around and just staring at my library in indecision. That's one of the, like, I'm definitely on an ARPG kick right now. Like, The Ascent was great. Going through The Ascent again was wonderful. I loved it. And I want to keep playing ARPGs, but I'm kind of holding off right now on committing to something like Grim Dawn or even OG Titan Quest, because those games can be all-consuming, and I'm not sure I want to be consumed right now. That's the main reason I went back to Titan Quest 2, because I like it. I like it a lot. It's actually, the more I play it, the more I like it. The feel of it is just kind of perfect. And it's fun to learn more about the game, and it's not a huge commitment. You know, because it's still in early access, there's no reason not to just shelve it arbitrarily at any point. All right, our inventories are filling up with mummy wraps. What the hell do these things do? If you use a whip during battle, the enemy will take some damage to stop moving for a while. Gone after one use. Okay, I'm gonna use these. Next fight we get into, everybody's coming out swinging with the mummy wraps. Oh, I also have handbag straps. Actually, let's compare and contrast. Let's get a handbag strap out here. At least do Steam Dwarf Fortress so we can understand what the fuck. Oh god, yes, absolutely. No, I've played Dwarf Fortress before. Long before the Steam release. I tried playing it before, and I kind of barely sort of had an idea of what was going on. Handbag strap didn't work on this guy. God, that hurts. Stop that. Oh, that does a lot of damage. That does a lot of damage. Okay. Cool. Let's open the casket. Ta-da! There's a speed capsule inside. Must take it. Who likes being speedy? Jesus Christ, Mancy's fast. I'm gonna give that to Mess. Because Mess is presently my heaviest hitter. And I would like him to go faster. Someday a breakout Amazing Cultivation Simulator will happen. That's what I keep telling myself, but it's been years. Somebody go on our YouTube channel and find out when I streamed Amazing Cultivation Simulator. I want to say it was like 3 years ago at this point. Ooh, life nudes. Life nudes. I'm gonna give those to Ooh. Brother. Ooh. Yeah, okay. Chat, let's see if I can recount all the big like series initiatives I've technically started and am still on the hook for going through. There's some obvious ones. I am slowly but surely going through the Zelda series. We were kind of stymied by a lack of N64 availability, but that's going to be solved sooner rather than later. Good evening, Fury Fighter. Good to see you. I did mention the Thief series. I have played 3 out of the 4 games at this point. I know there's plenty of you that would like me to stop while I'm ahead, but I'm not going to. What else? Oh, the Saga series. Can't forget about the Saga series. My longtime commitment to try all of the Saga games that kind of petered out after Romancing Saga. Do fan levels for Metal Age instead. You know, if I was smart, I would have done that. If I was a smarter, oh shit. If I was a smarter streamer, I absolutely would have done that. In the wake of Thief 2, because Thief 2 went over really well. But I'm a moron. So waiting for Romancing Saga 2 to get proper shake. I will do it. I will do it. I haven't entirely tried it. Yeah, we've started the Atelier series now, so I gotta go back to that. Okay, I can afford one more Psy-Flash, and I'm gonna use it, because these guys are assholes. Shoot the ass. Alternatively, put it off another couple of years and maybe get the remake affordably. Honestly, so regarding the Saga series, after playing Minstrel Song, the Romancing Saga 1 remake, I think I'm more likely to enjoy these games if I do go with an older version of it in general. I honestly think I would have liked Romancing Saga 1 more if I'd played an earlier version of it rather than the remake. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. The remake was also not popular around here. Folks were not really showing up to see it. Good evening, Zem. Oh, you missed a stream. Oh, no. 2's remake is much closer to the source than Minstrel Saga is to 1. It still doesn't address the issue that it may actually hurt. I think there's a possibility that playing remakes of games on this particular channel instead of the original hurts viewership. It's happened more than once around here, and it's something that I need to be conscious of. You had 185 streams. Oh, Zem. Oh, Zem, I'm so sorry to hear that. That really is heartbreaking. So yeah, I have the Steam version of Romancing Saga 2, which I feel like is probably a good middle ground. It's not the original version, but it is very much directly inspired by the original version. It's like glow-ups of all the art and stuff, so. Abandon your need to streak, it is meaningless. Yeah. I definitely feel for y'all, but at the same time, like, you're good for it. Like, I know you're here. I see y'all out here night after night. You have nothing to prove. You have nothing to prove here. Never! Mess's level is now 50. Can I ask a question? I don't know why I'm asking you if I can ask a question. I'm gonna ask this goddamn question. Folks who are intimately familiar with Earthbound, what level do you finish the game at? Just like ballpark. Because level 50 is, in a game like this, is kind of crazy. Like, I forget what level we got to in Final Fantasy 3, where we now know as Final Fantasy 6. I feel like it had to be maybe around 50 or something. About 60-ish. I love this particular battle music. I love kitschy battle music, chat. Good lord, we just obliterate these guys. We're getting like 7,000 experience per battle. Good. Alright, so at present, Mess is 50, Mancy's 45, Gizmo's 43, Pooh is 37. Pooh is always such an odd name. Yeah, definitely. Huh. We got a surprise opening attack. Bash his ass. Smack him up. I guess I really should be using side powers on these guys. They have really high defense. Let's see, what other series did I start and haven't finished yet? Fallout. Okay, Fallout and Elder Scrolls. Chat. I love both of them. I love the Fallout series. And I didn't just do Fallout to do 1 and 2. Oh yeah, Yakuza. Yakuza is probably the most dropped, worst dropped, the most regrettably dropped. Because it's seriously been like over 5 years since we did Yakuza 0. And I really should do Kiwami. I talked about doing Kiwami for years. Elder Scrolls is probably better than the two. Missing New Vegas, but skipping 4. I mean, the thing about it, I love 3 and I love New Vegas. And I do want to play 4 at some point. I'm not like super interested in 4, but I would like to play it eventually. 3 is almost as divisive as Oblivion. I love 3. Like, you want a hot take? I would say, personally, 3 is just as good as New Vegas. It's just good in different ways. Fruit juice. Enough Yakuza, more Sleeping Dogs. Sleeping Dogs would be fun. Sleeping Dogs is... Okay. I've long said my favorite, like, GTA-style game is a toss-up between Sleeping Dogs and Red Dead Redemption. It's one of the two. It really just depends on my mood, which one takes the crown. Ketchup packets? Seriously? Grind sessions seem to go a lot better than the last pyramid attack. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, grind session is definitely the way to go here. Alert! Whose condition is critical? The collapse of condition is treated. Be careful. Okay, we're gonna crawl into bed at the hotel, which will hopefully save his ass. I think I need some more money. I think we need like 400 bucks to stay here or something. And I only have just shy of 50,000 smackaroonies here. Three's atmosphere in the open world is amazing. No, he fucking died. God damn it. I like talking about Fallout 4 except for the main story. I mean, I gotta play it at some point. I really do. I love the Fallout games too much not to. The thing about 4 is, and I've said this endlessly, y'all are probably tired of hearing me say it. Get the fuck out of my way, guy. I'm just... 4 disappointed me because it didn't look like much of an evolution past 3 in New Vegas. I've reached a point where I'm tired. It's just where the ketchup packet goes. Like, okay. This is very important to me. Between Fallout 1 and 2, there is a distinct progression in the wasteland. Like, something like 80 years pass. And civilization actually starts to rebuild. Yeah, you still got people, like, scraping things together in like, shanty towns and whatnot. But, like, NCR is an actual city. You know? And that's what I've always wanted to see from the Fallout series as a whole. Like, Fallout 1 was an exploration of where does humanity go after a nuclear war? And it shows like the first steps out of the vault and forging a new civilization and like piecing together the bits of the old world into something usable, but also dealing with the leftover threats of that world, right? And Fallout 2 was the natural progression of that. Like, we've seen how humanity immediately responds to the ravages of war. Now, how do they rebuild from that, right? And then Fallout 3 disappointed me because Fallout 3 is another, like, 150 years past... 2 or 1, I think, but everything still looks as blowed up as shitty as like Fallout 1. But I gave them a pass because it was 3D. It was new and exciting, and I was okay with that. It wasn't a big deal, and I loved it. I thought it was great. And then Fallout New Vegas was more of that, but with an actual good story. And that was really, really exciting. Holy fuck, Dad. Now we're still playing. So then when I saw Fallout 4, and it just looked a whole lot like Fallout 3, I was like, okay, that's enough of that. For my money, Fallout 4 needed to be the Fallout 2 of the new generation. It needed to show some actual genuine progress up out of the wasteland, and it wasn't. Dare ask about Fallout 76? I straight up don't remember Fallout 76 exists most of the time. I'm not interested in Fallout 76. I don't think I will ever play Fallout 76. It's not what I'm looking for from a Fallout game at all. Don't do that. Fuck shit. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Hang on. Go. Go. Come on. Shit. Fuck! See, this is the thing that needs to stop happening. So I want to play Fallout 3 and 4 and some New Vegas. I think New Vegas, if it had 3's atmosphere, would be the perfect game. Be devil's advocate here. I feel the series would be a lot better if 2 didn't have as much pop culture references in it. Maybe the rest of the series fall into that, so the more grimdark Fallout 1 had, but that's me and I won't die on that hill. Yeah, I very much disagree with that. I mean, when we played through Fallout 2, I mean, you're welcome to go find clips of me saying the opposite of this. I don't remember it being like really like over the top, like kitschy and referencey. Like I know it's a bit more lighthearted than Fallout 1 in a lot of ways, but I mean, there's still a lot of like serious elements to it. More importantly, I don't really think you can point to any one specific aspect of Fallout 1 or 2 to blame things that Bethesda did on. Oh, for Christ's sake. What's up, Jerp? Good to see you, buddy. Like, nobody had a gun to Bethesda's head telling them to lift specific things from 1 and 2 wholesale. And I think they would have been better off not doing that, especially as the series went on. So if you think like 3 and 4 have too many pop culture references because of 2, no. That's Bethesda's fault. That's Bethesda taking the wrong lessons from a game that is just fine on its own. Also, good evening, Ball of Work. Good to see you. Well, on the cheerful topic of how humanity develops after nuclear altercation, we played Archimedean Dynasty. I have not. No, I don't think I've even heard of that. One issue of 76 is it has a poor launch, has gotten better. Not sure it's gotten great or even good. I think the core issue is like Fallout 76 is not what I'm looking for from a Fallout game. I would be very happy with a brand new Fallout, in the vein of 3 or New Vegas. I would be very happy with a full-on Fallout Online, like they did with the Elder Scrolls Online. I am not at all interested in this like weird in-betweeny like Ark-esque multiplayer-ish thing that they concocted. That's my problem. It's just not the game that I wanted from the Fallout series. And look, this is coming from somebody who 100% believes that every franchise in existence needs to be crazier and more out there with what they do. Like every series needs to have like visual novels and kart racers and crazy shit. And I'm like, yeah, Fallout 76 is not what I wanted. That's how much I didn't want what Fallout 76 was putting down. I wouldn't be surprised if 3 at least is still very everything's blasted hell, nothing new around. Is kind of the tie-in game problem. We have to jam in iconic elements of whatever you're trying in because a fair chunk of your audience will be annoyed if you don't. Every series needs a Majima. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. And it worked for them, too. You know, there was... You know, it's funny. This is kind of the perfect example. And I'm gonna talk about this in vague terms, but it is kind of a spoiler for Fallout 3 if you've never played it. Harold. Harold did not need to be in Fallout 3. It's ridiculous that he's in Fallout 3, but also, I have to admit, his inclusion in Fallout 3 is really well done. I actually think that's one of the better callbacks to the older game. So, on like an intellectual academic level, I can be like, yeah, they shouldn't have done this. They should have forged their own path. But at the same time, I like what they did. I can't deny it. I really genuinely like it. And that's kind of a tough thing to square, frankly. You also have Cypheries. Fallout 3 basically a tie-in game for Fallout, even those were already video games. Vulnerable, the same demands when something iconic for the big new entry departs a lot otherwise. You play 3 without playing 1 or 2? Look, again, I want to make sure it's absolutely fair. I love Fallout 3. I think Fallout 3 is great. It is, you know, I'm always gonna have a soft spot for the old ones, but Fallout 3, frankly, was like everything I wanted. It made me very, very happy. I've played through it multiple times. I'm really excited to go back to it again because it's been a long time since I last played it. It was exactly what I wanted from Bethesda at the time. So yeah. And I also think it is just as good as New Vegas, just in a very different way. And pulling back and looking at it from the perspective of somebody entering the series, Fallout 3 is a great place to enter the series. I'm sorry, there's another Cypheries? Cypheries Omega? You know, there was a distinct advantage to them doing so many callbacks to the original Fallout for people that never played Fallout 1 and 2. You know, it was a good way for people to see what made the series so enduring and so charming. I didn't know if Fallout was till 3 and the Fat Man sold. You know, the Fat Man is hilarious. They did a lot of things right with Fallout 3. You know, it is like all games. There are no perfect games. There is plenty to criticize about Fallout 3. Oh shit! Oh fuck! Oh fuck me! I didn't realize this was a boss. I hope we don't die, chat. Archimedean Dynasty. I'm gonna be good. I'm not gonna make you out this joke here. Was a 1996 action sim by Blue Byte or combat? Oh, Blue Byte. I love Blue Byte. Combat subpilot in a future where humanity has settled the oceans and the surface uninhabitable. Voxel graphics played like Wing Commander. A very detailed lore of several factions vying for political control. That does sound awesome. That sounds really cool. Okay, okay. Hit him with a mummy wrap. Alright, we're gonna try out Psy-Freeze Omega. Because that sounds really exciting. Do I have a... Oh, fuck my life. I used all of my big bottle rockets. I could really use one. Fuck it, use a hungry HP sucker. Why not? And then smack him with mummy wrap. Psy-Freeze Omegas. 250 HP. Alright, not bad. And his body solidified. Great. Mummy wrap did really good damage. Hungry HP sucker drained 97 HP. Ooh. Oh, this is great. I love this. Yeah, these mummy wraps actually kind of rule. Let's see. You can do a bash. Are you holding a mummy? You are holding a mummy wrap. Smack his ass. Shoot him. I guess you can use some Psy-Freeze here. Lash him out. Okay, no problem. No problemo. 23,848 experience. That'll help. Mess is 51. Oh, baby. Gizmo's 45. Pooh's 39. This is good. This is good. We're all getting up to parity. Things are working out here. And I'm making some actual progress. Someone must have stepped on a switch. It sounds like something above is moving. I think I know what, too. Dare I fight these guys? Yeah, why the hell not? Oh, this guy's easy peasy. I shouldn't be talking about Fallout this much, chat. It really makes me want to play it, but like I said, I don't have time to play it until probably next year. Like, I think I only have time for one, like, gigantic open world RPG like that a year. Archimedes Dynasty's post-nuclear apocalyptic setting, underwater with top-notch world building and gameplay akin to Privateer. Available on GOG for $1.50. Dude, thank you so much for linking that. I'm gonna open up that link. I'm gonna check it later. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I think I would like that. Man, I love GOG and their dirt cheap old games. Is that enough to heal you? Yes. Okay, cool. So the casket. Ta-da! Rain pendant. Rain pendant. You're wearing a night pendant. You're wearing a great charm. Flame pendant. I think this is gonna go to Mancy. GOG show us some old games that are good. I love the ethos behind GOG as well. I love their whole, like, good old games initiative that they've started. Like, that really drives home what they're trying to do. My reason is 63 cents. Nice. Nice. So, Chad, I said I was mainly just gonna grind tonight, but it seems like I accidentally made some progress. I'm gonna do this smart though. I'm going to be smart-ish about this. I'm gonna go back to town, heal up, because I'm pretty sure hitting that button opened up the statue in the main antechamber up above. So we're not gonna screw around. I'm gonna blasticate all these people. As always, we've bumbled into progress. You'd think I'd learn my lesson by now, right? Like, when I'm like working hard and dead set on making progress, shit goes wrong and I get frustrated and things go bad. When I'm like, I'm just gonna play this game like a normal human being and grind until I'm comfortable, everything goes great. Everything just works. Do not bump table. Do not bumble. Who made it to 40? Got a bunch of O babies. I think you can give this to... Beaverton was not built in a day. So what are the other, yep, that opened up. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna get out, heal up, save, everything's gonna be great. So what are some other series that I started and forgot about, chat? What are some other things I said I was gonna do all of and then obviously conspicuously didn't? Nice try, motherfucker. Nice fucking try. I know there's more. There has to be more. I could always open up my notepad. I actually haven't looked at my stream notes in a while. I've kind of been, well, I've been pretty set on what I'm doing lately. You know what? Fuck it. We'll fight all these weirdos. We were done with the Might and Magics? No, we weren't. We weren't. I did 7, and I enjoyed 7 so much that I asserted I would do more. And I haven't. Gothic? I haven't technically started the Gothic series. I'm mainly talking about series where I've played through at least one game, like all the way through, or at least Oddish finished it. Gothic I've threatened to do and then never actually did. Yeah, Might and Magic would be nice. Honestly, like Might and Magic 3 on Super Nintendo is kind of tempting. I know it's much older and crunchier, but I've dinked around with it a couple times at this point. Had a really good time with it. Miss hitting things for like 500 damage. That's just bonkers. A vial of serum. What does a vial of serum do? Best thing to take when you get poisoned. I really don't need... I really don't need status healing items for the most part. Oh yeah, it's hidden guy down there. Let's sell some of this junk. Oh, why did I talk to this guy? I need money. Give me... Well, that little Odyssey scored us about $10,000. I mean, we did beat a boss, so it kind of tracks, but... Let us know if you see any scorpions. Right, get over here. Alright, I want to sell some stuff to this guy. What are you going to pawn off on me? I love it. Bags of wait. What do bags of Dragonite do? I forgot about this. Wake up music at such early SMC. Oh, it does. Yeah, that's a good point. I knew it sounded kind of familiar. Throw the powder on one of your friends during battle. That friend turns into a dragon, attacks all enemies, gone after one use. We should use that. I'm not gonna sell those. We should use that. That sounds rad. I'll sell a can of fruit juice. Yeah, $2. Great. I will pawn off this vial of serum. Cool. No, I don't want to buy shit. Actually, I do want to buy, but not right now. I need to sell more stuff. $500 you might need later. I think I can get rid of this croissant. And this cell turn into a motherfucking dragon dust. If I'm an idiot, maybe. I think I can sell this ketchup packet for $1. A ketchup packet for $1. It feels like a pretty good profit, frankly. Oh, great charm. You don't need this great charm. Blah, 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 blah. I don't think we need this Viper. 275 is a lot. I think it's a snack that attacks during battle. Remember before inflation, that ketchup pack would be worth $5 million now. I don't think we need the jar of deli sauce. Worth 150. God, it's worth $150 though. All right, one more thing. I want a big bottle rocket. And Gizmo's gonna lug this around. Yeah, it's a condiment, but I mean, like, I sold a ketchup packet for $1, and he was gonna give me 150 for that one. So obviously, there's a difference here. All right, so let's get back to grinding in the pyramid. Maybe we'll try a little bit of grinding in that new area we just opened up. Certainly not for the purposes of making any progress, but just to, you know, grind as we do. It's a Labor Day tradition. Actually, no, I think you need beta for... Feels like there's a case where the price would make more sense. You swap the dollar sign for the yen symbol. Yeah. Most likely. I was gonna mention something. I actually had a thought in my head, and it just went away. What was it? A single currency, you want to Americanize it, just use a cent symbol. That would make more sense, yeah. Kill something that poo, you should yell, get pooed on. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. Fuck, what was I gonna say? Oh! Y'all may have dodged a bullet a couple weeks back here, depending on your predilections. For a time, I was thinking pretty hard about going back to Lemmings. It was when I was fooling around with Amiga games. When I got a hold of an Amiga emulator and a bunch of games for it, and I was looking more deeply into Lemmings stuff, and I got this urge to play Lemmings, and I seriously considered taking a couple nights out of our normal schedule to actually see if I could play all the way through SNES Lemmings. Wow, and that apparently summoned Hildy. What's up? How you doing tonight? You did not come here to Lemmings. you came here to a perhaps lamentation that I didn't do lemmings. There's something on the platform. Do you want to get it? Yes. Mess got the Hawkeye. I don't know why, but I did. Now we now know what to say to summon Hildy. There's probably other things too. Friends playing Bokra, playing with me yesterday. I was using the D-pad. There's a bullshit mechanic that doesn't move fast enough. Oh, that sucks. Oh baby, oh baby. Sweet, that rocks. That was level 52 was an eventful level for Mess. You're ranking for a creature. I usually come. Get pooed on. Get pooed on. Died about 50 times since we're using the D-pad. That sucks. That mega sucks. They asked if we could do a surprise stream to prove it was just the controller. We got to an area. How ominous. I had to stand on fingers and break them, make a baby. Ah, oh, God, that sounds horrible. Well, hey there, folks. Ta-da! Diamond. Ooh. I think I was too cheap for diamond bands. No, you're wearing a diamond band. You're wearing a diamond band. Oh, no, I'm not. Well, shit. Literally had to stop streaming from trauma far too much, just stepping on his stomach. Yeah, that's pretty messed up. Please do play Lemmings. Maybe I finally get to see the solution to one fucking level I can never find out how to solve. Started again more than a decade later and got hung up on this. Maybe I will. Lemmings occurs to me as kind of an ideal like Sunday stream. Something that folks might not come out for normally, but could be tricked into watching. VODs are available at the end of the time, so I understand. Remember the Game Gear Lemmings being my nemesis, level 15. I can beat... So there's 4 main episodes, right? Fun, tricky, taxing, and mayhem. I can beat fun, no problem. I think I've done that on stream. Tricky, I don't think I ever finished tricky. But I think I got real far into it. Taxing, I got like halfway through, and mayhem, I never got anywhere. Could be good filler for when game finishes earlier, won't load. That's good. That's also a good thought. Do a wheel of lemmings tonight. All entries on the wheel are lemmings. Just keep playing, but spin the wheel every 3 levels. You did tricky? I can't remember how hard it gets. I will give the auto battle credit for using like healing and like status relieving psi powers of their own volition. Bear, bear. Smash-o. Okay. You can summon me with also where's Hildy. I appreciate I was noted as absent. I would never miss you. I would never not notice. What the fuck is this guy? Big stone chungus guy. He's kind of a pain to beat to death, but we can freeze him no problem. Whenever Hildy's not on screen, everyone's asking, where's Hildy? I was gonna say the Thing's second player sprite. It's clobbering time, Pharaoh. Originally played this a long, long while back. Sometimes they do the battle start animation and just pause for a while. Really? If you're playing on emulator, it might have been that. Alright, we need heals. Mency be healed. Those scratches of Snickers are supposed to be puke or just concentrated garlic and oregano. Coming all the way from the Yancey Street Pyramid, a really, really good falafel. I watched a video not too long ago about the what was it, late 2000s Fantastic Four movie, the one with Chris Evans and Jessica Alba. I actually like that one, and the person who made the video I was watching also rather liked that one. Was it good? No. No, it wasn't. And the video was very honest about that too. About how and why it wasn't good. But also about the things that did still work, despite it being a not good movie. Poochie is older than some of the people who come here. Michael Chiklis. Okay, look. Michael Chiklis was definitely one of the highlights of that movie. Michael Chiklis was a fantastic Ben Grimm. Like, I liked Michael Chiklis on The Shield, and I really thought he got The Thing, and there were some singularly good scenes with The Thing in it. Hello, sir. Fantastic Four movie coming out also will not be good. You can't make a good Fantastic Four movie. Technically a whole nother team. Actually, that Fantastic Four movie already came out and did really, really, really well. Well done, you've made it. I don't know where I made it. We finally meet Prince Pooh. Stars foretold that I would meet you here, so now it's time to show you the way of the Star Storm. For a while, you must live far away from your friends and live with me. Do you understand? There's only one answer. I must stop you here even if you don't want to go. Stay with me for a while. Do you understand? It's important that I study and learn the Star Storm. It will be most helpful to us. Once I learn it, I'll meet up with you, Mess. Trust me. I will see you again. It depends on Pooh's efforts. That will determine the reuniting of the group. Be faithful and wait until the time comes. I did not expect that. Oh, we're on the other side of the river. Weird. They got the guy from the Bear for Fantastic Four. People love Pedro Pascal. I mean, why not? He's great. I love Pedro Pascal. He seems like a really cool dude. Oh, the new Fantastic Four movie had some great performances by solid actors, some pretty great effects, and a well-made setting, and also found it kind of dumb. All entirely fair. All entirely fair. Canonically, according to Smash Brothers, Ness and Lucas were both taught Starstorm by other members of their party before joining the fray. This is dealing some pretty rough stuff. I can't run my business in town. What you got there, champion? French fry pan, crusher beam, multi-bottle rocket, bazooka. Okay, so we got new weapons. might need to sell some stuff. Okay, we need to sell this diamond band. We don't need it. Yes, I'll take $5,000 for that. Thank you. Can I express enough how absolutely gorgeous Silver Surfer surfing would be? She surfs through nebula. It's brilliant. Surfs on the coronas of stars. You need to get something out of your inventory. Actually, I think I can go ahead and sell the Hyper Beam. Comic shop I worked at had original copies of the whole series. I got to see an original paper. It's dumb. It's amazingly dumb. Something like the family sitcom of comics. Kind of dumb is kind of proper. That's what they made it to be. Got to appreciate their vision. I like the Fantastic Four. I like the Fantastic Four as a concept. I've read some of the comics. Like I said, I watched the mid-2000s movie. I like the Fantastic Four as a concept. Alright, we're gonna buy a Crusher Beam for Gizmo. Yeah, I like them a lot. I think they're really cool from a lore of comics concept. Thing is the only religious superhero canonically in Marvel. What's the deal? I want that French fry pan. Nancy's gonna take that. You can equip it. So it's like a 20-point upgrade over the last one. Also understood the Sue is the most powerful member of the family. Ignoring Ms. Marvel because they're racist at their core. Completely forgot there even was a mid-2000s movie. And a sequel. And then an attempted reboot in the mid-2010s. There were 3 Fantastic Four movies in the 2000s before this most recent one. The new one with Pedro Pascal is the 4th Fantastic Four movie to come out since the year 2000. I'm not sure if it was the Dungeon Man, but there's a strange-looking tower to the northwest. This key I picked up a little while ago shall maybe open the tower. You may have it, I do not need it. Cool. Doodly-doodly-doo. That is a lot of UFOs that are now ganging up upon us. Alright. Alright, we fought these before. This isn't a big deal. Except we're just down a party member. Okay, cool. That does reasonable amounts of damage. Alright, these assholes are hard to hit. I might just have to cook them again. Here we go. There we go. I don't mean to destroy your UFOs, but if they're gonna... Oh, we got 11,000... Actually, I just realized what a pain in the ass this is. The one character I need to level up more is the one that left the party. Shit. Glad to hear it, Hildy. Glad to hear it. So where is this? Hello. Look at this large man. Looks like he had entered but is locked. Funny, you should mention that. I have the key to the tower. Now no one in your party is underleveled. Welcome, you are inside of my body. Brick Road. My statistics show about 70% of the people go to the right first. Because there's a sign over here. Keep this board in mind. Even though you can't get up there now, you might be able to later. Your first goal is to reach the 4 ropes. This is an odd song playing in here. Place an item at the dead end. You're free to take it whenever you want. Molokia soup inside. What is this place? It is the Dungeon Man. It is a dungeon that is a person. What's up, Deep Thought? Good to see you. I was halfway expecting to find Earthbound preempted by some fresh disaster. You have a long way to go. Getting some rest and relaxation may save you. Good night, Bench. May you relax and recover your health and spirits. Hey, that's really helpful. There are a lot of presents in here. There's a useful item at the dead end if you make quite a long walk. Life noodles are useful. Yeah, the week is young. We've had 3 weeks of Earthbound so far. And every one of those weeks we have lost 1 planned day. I'll explore the dungeon. Why don't you make a pit stop? I wonder why I'm in this restroom right here. Just who am I? What is life all about? Oh, I'm sorry. Did I make you nervous? I'm not dangerous. Don't worry. Oh, we got enemy presence. Oh, that was weird. Once the dungeon is built, monsters always start moving in. Items are easy to get to, are usually disappointing. $5. Uh-oh. These guys... Wait, these guys might be a problem. I remember the Mystical Record did a lot of damage. Right, they have AoE attacks. That's the problem. Guy in a restroom, you're not gonna go, don't worry, I'm not dangerous. Yeah, this is an amazing soundtrack. Okay, yeah, these enemies are kind of behind the times now. There's a snake inside. There's a snake in my present. Hawkeye lets you see in the dark. Okay. Oh, I can just drop this. I don't want this fucking vial of serum. I'll take the snake instead. Okay, that's where you need to go, the 4 ropes. Don't be a slacker, you work hard to get good stuff. I couldn't agree more with the opinion on the left billboard. He's agreeing with himself. Super plush bear. Wait, I thought you didn't need inventory space for these things. You know, I just use this. There we go. Whee! Power of the skip sandwich. Oh, there's a phone up there. I love it. I built a billboard without a message. Brick Road. I don't actually want to fight the enemies in here if I don't have to. The grass always green on the other rope. I wonder why that is. Grass always green on the other rope. I wonder why that is. Grass always green on the other rope. I wonder why that is. We're just gonna arbitrarily try one. Learn from your mistakes. Follow this and you're bound to be successful in Earthbound. No, I'm fine tonight. I've had some, that was cheap. I've had some nights where this game has grated on me a bit, but tonight is good. Tonight is really good. Yeah, the crazy thing is these are enemies from, like, previous areas. These aren't even new enemies. These are from, like, 2 areas back. They just happen to do a shitload of damage. Can you feed yourself life noodles? No. You could give them to somebody. Well, that's annoying. Okay, alright, you know what? Use that. Alright. Give that to you. And then... use that on you. Welcome back. Hungry HP Sucker was actually pretty handy. It did exactly what it said on the tin. This is the 2nd floor of my body. What's a dungeon? That is my eternal question. $10. I put out a bulletin board was probably unnecessary. That's all down below. You don't have to worry about this for now. Alright, cool. Might be easier than active 4th party member with another inventory. Oh, it might, wouldn't it? Oh, I got another slime generator. I don't need that. Yeah, we'll drop this one. Those are weird looking. Alright, what's your deal? Lesser Mook. It's yip yip. Yip. Yip 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 yip. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Staying right around my belly button. This music is one of my greatest accomplishments. Even the background music is diegetic in this. That's so cool. Smells like flowers here. If you can't smell it, your nose must be stuffy. Dungeon exploration is tough, but it's also fun. Sudden guts. Least Mookie you gotta worry about. Any further than you get buffer underrun and then the real fight begins. Lots of monsters up there, but don't stress out. This is the 3rd floor of my body. Ducks! Mad duck, they can be a nice pet if they stay far away. But that's not what you want a pet for. Gruff goat. They're a really gruff kind of goat. This guy has a zoo in his body? Slimy little pile. He has a bad habit of burping. We don't need a wet towel. When I just mentioned a couple nights ago, he spent a surprisingly long time with only 3 party members. I was cackling inside. Oh no, I didn't want. I wanted to read the billboard. Damn your eyes. Well, we fixed the defense spray, which is dumb because I already have one of those too. Let's take a nice little rest here. I did twice. Yeah, I don't need this defense spray. I have one in storage. But I'm probably never gonna dig out. Too much animation. Can't handle it. Good job, you finally made it. There's a board upstairs that says that. Good job, you finally made it. That face is mine. Feel free to talk to it. Welcome! Long time no see. Mr. Gizmo, we met in Winters a long time ago. I'm Brick Road. Dr. Andonuts finally made me Dungeon Man. If you want, I'll come with you guys for a while. The return hole is over there. Jump in that hole and then walk out. Return hole. Jump in with all your courage. What's this? Goodbye, exit. Someday you should enter with courage, but not today. IQ capsule, nice. You should use that. No! Not screwing around. I hate these guys. Wow, side chat does not work on the Scalding Coffee Cup. But shooting it does. So now we have Dungeon Man as a party member. Chat! Do you know what time it is? Pictures taken instantaneously. I'm gonna grab this. I was not ready for this memory. Look at the camera, so I say, Pussy Pickles! Pussy Dungeon! Friendship with Pooh ended. Dungeon Man is our new best friend. Wow, what a great photograph. Unfortunately, he's not like a real party member. That would have been hilarious. Yeah, fuck off, other UFO. Smash-o. Wait, was that last attack Dungeon Man? Oh shit. Well, I guess we're taking his ass that way. Well, that's exciting. Marauder Octobot. This is new. Damn, Nancy. She ain't taking this shit. Kinda reminds me. Oh no, I am getting caught in the palm trees. I cannot move. Well, if I cannot move, it's okay. Mesa makes me sad, but I'm gonna say goodbye here at my eternal resting place. What? I believe it's impossible for me to move from a spot. Do not worry about me. Please continue on. Okay. That was a bit anticlimactic. Great place called Deep Darkness on the other side of the river. The monsters are very strong. You can lose your health just by wandering in the swamp. Do you want to cross the river even though you know it's a stupid idea? Yep, the swamp is bottomless. Even if you're swimming, you'll be dragged in. It's a different story if you have a submarine. So we're not going? The submarine, I believe that I have one in my old vehicle collection. Please enter. Oh, look at this. Dungeon owner's obligation to hire a doctor and a nurse. Okay, that's pretty funny. Let's deposit some money. $69,000, chat. Nice thousand. Has your bank account ever had that much in it, like ever? When I had to put a down payment on our first house, yes. To be completely honest, yes. Yeah, for a second. Entirely transient, yes. Alright, so I think I just came up with a way to make us do Dungeon Man a second time. No, I don't want to fucking... Mystical Record's not as bad as a goddamn coffee cup. And Mancy ain't having none of this shit. Oh, I need the ropes. Well, I guess now I can check the other two ropes. Ah, the vehicle collection. I think maybe I can... wait. Ah! No, I did not turn around. You fuckface. Protoplasms really are worthless, as it turns out. Okay, so I need some creative way to get to the vehicle collection. Because it doesn't appear to be connected to anything in particular. If you work hard, you don't have time to get burned. No, I didn't. You have a strong body. Wouldn't you like to be a dungeon worker? What is a dungeon worker do? Is that like dungeon janitorial services or something? Good evening, Captain. Horatio, Magellan Crunch. This game seems like it might feature delicious breakfast cereals. It may just. It may just. Cleans up, plays treasure, feeds the monsters. All these unopened attack presents are making me twitchy. Oh, hell yeah, pizza. Take a job as a gelatinous cube. Cube. Ah, yes, the good job, you finally made it. I like that one. Alright, man, talk to me. An old submarine in the back of the dungeon can be used across the river. There's a goodbye exit over there. I'll take you to the submarine. Don't make a mistake on which exit you take. You need to take the goodbye exit. Free submarine, man. All we had to do was climb through this guy's guts again. Talisman ribbon. I think Nancy might want that. Sub brown banners, yes, God, I hope not. I'll take that. I don't want to fight those. I said I don't want to fight those. Thank you. I set up a telephone line in the dungeon. I wonder if that's controversial. I like it. We're not quite done for the night yet, Dad. I'm gonna sleep real good tonight. I went jogging today in the afternoon. I was busy in the morning, so I couldn't jog in the morning like I normally do. So I went around like 2 p.m. It was a lot harder. Just those few intervening hours kind of wore me out a bit. All vehicle collection, my secret hobby. Taxi with no engine, beautiful, even though the thing doesn't run. Rusty bicycle, rusted the perfect brake. Gift from Dr. Andonas, be careful how you use it. Broken down old submarine, the yellow color is purely coincidental. Gizmo check the broken submarine. Yes, it can still work. Mez's friends carried out the submarine the Gizmo fixed. Huh. Ito is a big Beatles fan, apparently. That's a big, bit ominous, wide open body of water. No distinguishing marks. Some interesting music. Ring, ring. Just talking to someone about the symphonic tracks on the Yellow Submarine soundtrack. The monkeys run the inn in the forest. You can stay here for free. Do you want to spend the night? Sure, why not? Sure to have fond memories of the monkeys inn after your trip. Another suspect mode of travel will surely not explode, or in this case, implode. Okay, we'll take a little bit of damage while we're slumming it. Keep up the good work, sir. Didn't think of making that joke. It writes itself. Hello, sir. The big pile of puke. Now here's a wooden ocean enemy if I've ever seen one. Let's try bashing it. Probably make a pretty good Muppet. We've smashed it. We've smashed the puke. I'm sorry, a banana, you said? Why is this place so dark? Do I need to use my, what is this? Yes, okay, that's the whole reason we got the Hawkeye. Be quiet, I look very important, but I'm not really. I'm a cash dispenser man. If you want to withdraw cash, I'll charge you a handling fee, which is the same amount as your withdrawal. No, I'm good. Why would I want to withdraw cash in the middle of the jungle? What's wrong with these people? Zap eel. A shock. Didn't hit anyone. Oh, it's basically like a lightning attack. Blew himself up on the Franklin badge. I love that thing. Nothing down there. Presents are good. Hello, sir. If I plant minutes you spend calling on a toucan just goes to the bill. This background is a hell of a thing. Like, I know crazy, trippy-ass backgrounds are sort of Earthbound's thing. But this one goes above and beyond. Beef jerky, huh? Demonic Petunia. Earthbound's one of the games made on the best drugs. Alright, not so demonic. Not so Petunia. Wonder if this inspired anything. Hooray! Could you take it to serious? I'm a photographic genius. You're ready for distant memory. Look at the camera. Ready, say, fuzzy pickles! Ness is on dry land while he leaves his friends in the swamp. IQ capsule. How apropos. Kaweek, village tend to comes nobody. Far it's because queek. Village tendas comes nobody. Far it's because. Well, okay. I thought I was on the track to get somewhere, but apparently not. The hard crocodile. Lived a hard life, chat. When you assume you make a con out of... Hang on a sec. Did I go... I don't really need another croc encounter, but okay. Oh, thank God he killed it in time. This is why you shouldn't fight, Chad. Forget about fighting. Don't fight anybody. Be at peace. Aha! Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I helicopter. Completely broken. I thought I could fix it, but on re-examination, I noticed there's no engine. Pit bull slug. Dale. How close did that get them to dead? Close, okay. Ow, don't crit me. Only I'm allowed to crit. That was very rude, chat. Mess is still leveling up, though. The man. I've now met the manly fish, chat. See how manly he is. Not very. There we are. So long, manly. Looks fairly manly. He looked like, I don't know, austere? Kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him. Oh, okay. We'll do that. I love the word austere. It's extremely evocative. Hard Crocodile is my favorite Mega Man X9 boss. Mike's Hard Crocodile. Also, diegetic earlier. Diegetic is just really important when talking about RPGs in particular. Because there's so many systems in RPGs. Like, RPGs basically have like a dual existence. They exist as in like an immersive storyline to draw you into, and then they also exist as toys to play, you know? So when elements of gameplay, when actual game systems become diegetic, like I feel like that does wonders for the actual immersion of the game. The overall mission of getting you like more and more wrapped up in its world. Souvenir coin. We got a lucky coin. You are done with your lucky coin. You know, eat a double burger. I think the souvenir coin's going to you. Jeez, that's a lot of defense. Our boy is a tank now. Being diegetic is managed with diet medication. Where's a lot of genres, the in-world HUDs and Dead Space really. I loved that, dude. Like, the presentation of Dead Space is just genius. Having all the menus exist in world, having the whole like lit up spine indicator for your hell. That looks like a boss. I suppose there's like a telephone hanging around here somewhere. Stinky breath. There we go. Mancy for the win. It wasn't a hard encounter last time. I guess they just have a death wish. Holy, what the fuck, man? Kill his ass. Come on, quickly, quick. There we go. God. I didn't realize they had an attack like that. I hate it when enemies hide that. When an enemy you've otherwise had no trouble with just busts out like a giant, like, party-wiping attack. It ain't gotta be that way. Here, eat a pizza. It'll make you feel better. Now you can wash it down with some rock candy. We got Manly Fish and Manly Fish's brother. Oh, that didn't help at all. Let's bash him. Boob tattoo from Trespasser comes to mind. A great concept that certainly hasn't aged well. Yeah. But clever for the time, at least. I have a small amount of respect for first-person shooters that put like ammo counters on their weapons, so that you don't need a UI element telling you how much ammo you have left. All right, I think we better go ahead and heal up. Yeah. You may have forgotten, but Burp, I'm the return of Belch. I fought you before. P.U. Don't you remember Ripe Odor? Belch has trained more and returned much stronger. Burp. Belch has also changed his name to Puke. Barf, vomit, barf, barf, chuck, chuck. Drowned to death and puke. Don't you think it's an incredibly masculine taunt to throw at you? Master Barf. He's his own best friend. Well, this is why we buy things like big bottle rockets. Turned to 81. Solidified his body. 369. Just missed. You know what? No, fuck, shit. Probably doesn't matter, honestly. Actually, that was really helpful. That cancels his action. Came outside, yelled, I left. Have a good night. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, Brunhilda. Thank you so much for coming out. We will see you later. I want you to do the Dragonite thing. Pooh swooped down from the sky. Pooh using new power Psy Starstorm. Pooh out of nowhere for the kill steal. 4 party members? Casey Bat. Oh man. AC Bat. Oh, exciting. Alright. Oh, hey. Here we go. Where's that Casey Bat? Get that in a mess. And we will equip. That is a... Oh my god. Offense is gonna go up by 70. 71. Doesn't Metro series use dieject displays a lot? Open gun magazines, gas mask stats, and guide rank? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And that's definitely one of the cool things about it. Having to actually check your ammo instead of having a counter on the screen, I think is really cool. Another one I always really liked was Far Cry 2. The map in that, even slimier little pile. The map in that is diegetic. You literally have to pull it out and look at it. And when you're driving, you like lay it out on like the passenger seat or something. So to check your map while you're driving, you actually have to take your eyes off the road and look at the map, which I think is really cool. It's an interesting consideration that you don't normally have to make in games like that, since they put all the important information front and center. They're multiplying. No, don't make... Oh my god, don't make everybody fucking cry. It's so annoying. Guess what? You're getting side-chatted. Defeat that guy. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. 11,000 experience for doing that. Let's see, we're all pretty okay at the moment. More fish guys. Fish guys and slimy card. Let's get rid of the slimy guy first. He's annoying. I don't like him. That's it. Smash his ass. I guess the Casey bat has low, yeah. I might have to switch off the Casey bat. It seems to have really, really low accuracy. And I need Mess to actually hit. Yeah, I know, Dad. I know. I'm gonna call it a night shortly. But yeah. Remember what Mighty Casey is famous for? I have no idea what you're talking about. There's a good chance you may just whiff. Okay. Dry land at last. A lot of dry land. A cave? I hope there's a telephone in this cave. Look at these guys. We're shy. Aww. Don't let me bother you. What's going on down here? Weird junk. Go around the trash. There's a death ray. Yep, that's all. Ring, ring. I deposited $18,000 into your bank account. $92,000. Okay, chat. I know it's not quite quitting time. I know it's a little early. I think this is gonna be a good place to stop. I'm really tired. And I'm not sure where the next place to save after this will be. So we made it to a very odd location. We made it a lot farther tonight than I ever thought we were going to. So I'm pleased with this progress. So we'll be right back here tomorrow night, God willing, assuming the earth doesn't open up and swallow me. We'll be right back here. We'll talk to more of these little shy guys and see where we're going from here. Maybe also, I don't know. I'm a little worried I might have missed some stuff, that I might have bypassed some stuff, because I feel like I've accomplished a lot, but haven't actually found any sanctuary spots for it. So yeah, but we'll figure that out. No more fuzzy pickles tonight. I feel like there might be a fuzzy pickles opportunity in this little village here, so maybe we can start tomorrow off right with some of that. So, but anyway, let me talk about the schedule, because I haven't actually talked about the schedule tonight. I forgot to do that before we got started, but nobody cares. Tomorrow night, Earthbound. Wednesday, Earthbound. Thursday, back to the power hours, and there is no more putting it off. We will actually be starting straight on the Virtual Boy special. And we should get through it. I'm pretty confident we will. So more and different power hours can happen on Saturday. Current plan for Friday, I don't have one yet. I'll think of something. Probably not Lemmings. Doesn't really strike me as a Friday game, but yeah, we'll see. So, with all that said, chat, let's go hit somebody with a early surprise raid, and then I am gonna go crash. Tomorrow's gonna be a pretty busy day for me, since my wife's coming home. So let's see who's up. Lots of people up. Holy crap! A lot of people I know are up right now. I think I will send you tonight to McQueeb. I don't see McQueeb very often. Oh, no, he's wrapping it up. Holy crap, what the hell? Oh, I was just... Buddy, I was just gonna raid you! Alright, well, no worries. We'll nope. Not this time. Sleep time for you. Sleep time for me, too. Don't worry, folks. We'll shuffle you off in some sensible direction. Don't you worry none. Let's, how about Blue Zest? Yeah, I haven't seen Blue Zest too much lately. Playing something called Vintage Story. Kind of Minecrafty. Let's see how that is. Alright, anyway, gang. Ha! Thank you all so much for coming out tonight, including the Raiders who showed up just in time to see Earthbound remind me to power my system off now that I'm done with it for the evening. But yeah. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for joining me for a nice full evening of Earthbound. We accomplished a lot and did many things, and we will hopefully do many more tomorrow night. And hopefully I will see you then. But until then, as always, y'all take care. Bye, everybody.